Greetings everyone, and welcome once again to the Quantum Cafe and the Interstellar Lounge with your host here, the Cosmic Messenger, and you've landed at the most amazing portal, a place for transmissions, multidimensional wisdoms, insights, wild far-off stuff happening in the quantum field, and all of the realms of ascension, personal awakenings, self-awareness, and our multidimensional fields, including the Lightbody, 12-strand DNA, and all that wild stuff that happens on the astral planes as well, too. We're incarnating here and we're having a human experience, but it is a spiritual experience first. And our souls are infinite, and they live for a very, 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 very long time. So it's awesome to have everybody here. Super excited to come and chat with you today. The topic of today is going to be all about the higher frequency chakras. Those are the ones that reside after the 7 baseline chakras. So we'll get into that in a sec, but I just wanted to mention really quickly that I have a huge galactic announcement to make. And myself, the Cosmic Messenger, Derek Pennett, Lightbody technician, and my partner and co-creator, Hillary Raven Porter, at Sacred Starseed Healing, are co-creating together and moving Galactivation Central, which is the banner for both of us. And we are going full on public, and we have a new big healing space. It's upgraded, it's larger, it's majestic, and it is going to be fantastic. For those of you who live in Victoria, BC, or in the general area of the island or on the mainland and you're coming in, also, we do remote sessions as well, too, to anywhere on the planet. This is going to be our new healing space. It's in the Evergreen Business Services, and that's in the complex on Douglas Street, 2950. So we're up above Lifestyles Market. Come in, there's a reception area. It's really chill, so you can do your own thing. You don't have to talk to anybody. They're not like right there looking at you. You got lots of space. And then our doorway is just up the stairs and to the right. So this launches around the first week of September. Early September is what we're saying. So this space is larger, more public visibility. We're going to get our names put down on the door. I'm really excited to put the decals up. And then there'll be some business cards and pamphlets and things like that that'll be hanging out in the front entranceway before you go to the reception area. We got a skylight up top, and you can use the pole to open it up and close it as you need. The ceiling's really high, and it's got lots of cool sacred geometry shapes in the room. And the cool part about this space is we're both sharing it. It's going to be open. The main hours are going to be Monday to Saturday from about 11 to 7. And then on top of that, we can host all of our events, mini events, workshops, training dates for Reiki training that I do. We'll have our sessions there, open houses, and any other stuff, group healings that we do. So it's not going to be like super huge for public gatherings for events, but for group healings, we're hoping to have like 4 unique, super potent, high vibrational slots so that you can then come in person. Of course, we'll still be offering some stuff in distance. And then we can have our open houses, and we do things like healing. My partner does healing for humanity, and I'm about to launch assistance for earthlings as well, too, where you can access some of our services at a sliding scale reduced rate for one of the days out of the month. So it's going to be off the charts. If people need to pick up potions, tinctures, and herbs as well, too, those will be available at the front desk. I am just beaming with joy. So we'll get in there at the end of August. We're going to decorate it all up. It's getting a fresh coat of paint and some nice new industrial carpet. And then we are going to plug in our 5G BioShield, bring all of our metaphysical tools. We should be able to easily be able to set up 2 tables at the same time if you want to come down and book a whole bunch of sessions and have a galactic spa day or multi-day. And as well as if you and your partner or somebody you know closely wants to get a duo session at the same time, give us a call. We're there for service. So it's going to be fully activated, and it's going to be Galactivation Central. So I'm super excited. Okay, so let's get into the topic for the day. I'm just beaming with this summer vibe, and the Lionsgate portal is coming up too. I should mention that as well before we get into the chakras. I am co-hosting with Sacred Alchemy Astrology on 8/8, August 8th. August 8th, it's going to be a 3-hour live Zoom, and we're going to both be sharing the Lionsgate portal activation is what we're calling it. And there's going to be insights, transmissions about what is the Lionsgate, the galactic history and all of the star beings and the lineups of Earth, Sirius, the pyramids of Giza, and our sun, and the vortex that creates. We're going to talk about ascension symptoms. There's going to be 2 stellar meditations, one that I will be doing a guided meditation. Hari Dev will also be doing one as well too. And there's going to be a whole middle section that's going to be what's happening this year on the Lionsgate. We're going to go deep into the medicines that you can also take home with you. This is full spectrum. We're going to cover everything. It's going to be 3 hours. It's going to be epic. So August 8th from 6 to 9 p.m. Send me a message if you'd like to get some more information, and I can point you in the direction. But the email to register with Haridev is Haridev, HARIDEV, at sacredalchemyastrology.com. Okay? It's going to be a sliding scale, 66, 77, or 88. It's a powerful number, 88, in numerology realms. That's also a master number. So if you're curious about the Lionsgate and you've never even heard it before and you're feeling like a vibration to come and join us, we have lots of spaces online. We already got a big group coming and we're really excited to add more. So please join us for sure. Okay, so I'm excited for that one. That's going to be immense because the energies on the planet have really been building, and this is a yearly cycle, but 2022 is a very potent year. So if you're feeling a lot more elevated frequencies, that's why. Okay, now we're going to go back to the higher frequency chakras. So we're all aware, or if not, our 7 baseline chakras. We have the root chakra, the color red, and that's at our perineum range, right? The end of our tailbone at the bottom. Then we have just above it the sacral chakra. So the root chakra is known as the Muladhara, and that one is the baseline. And then we have the Svadhisthana, which is the sacral chakra. So I'm using the Sanskrit original names. And then we have the solar plexus, which is the Manipura, which is our digestive tract, our radiance. That's the higher part of our tummy and our abdomen. And then we move into the heart chakra, Anahata, the color green. Solar plexus is yellow. Then we move into the throat, Visuddha, and that's the color of turquoise, light baby blue turquoise, right? Well, more baby blue than the turquoise, because turquoise goes on into the Thymus Chakra as well too. So you got the light blue, and then we have our third eye, which is the color of indigo, Ajna. And then we go to the Sahasrara, something like that. And that's our crown chakra, and that is with the color violet. So it doesn't end there. We have a galactic cord, have you heard me talk about? And that goes straight out into the cosmos. And in there, in this galactic cord and a few other parts on the body, it connects us into what we call the higher frequency chakras. I have a list. I'm going to run through them all and give you some ideas of what to expect and what to work with them. They reside there, so when you're working on yourself, you master the 7 baselines. Well, doesn't stop there. Surprise, surprise, because the quantum galactic work keeps going. This is an interstellar, ever-changing metamorphosis is what I like to call it. So we got the galactic chakras, and that's where they go. They go into the top, and they house a lot of our cosmic activity and communications with our higher self and the light body, okay? So let's go through the first one that we're going to talk about. I'm just going to put them in the list that I have. Some of them are up here in the cord, and other ones are not as well, okay? So we have the Ultimaja chakra. And this one is so much information I have to look. It is a teal color. So it's like that turquoise, right? Light blue turquoise that we have with the throat, but it's more in the teal range. And this is at the base of the skull, right back in here at the medulla oblongata region, okay? And this is an area where all of our past life experiences come up to play. They come up through the Akashic records, and then they are sent through that chakra so that we can find out what we did in previous incarnations. And that doesn't necessarily mean in the past. It's just anyone we've had that isn't this one. And that's how we receive information and downloads from source as well too. So it stores past life information. It also hosts a lot of our bloodline information, particularly connecting into the realms of Lemuria and Atlantis as well too. The timelines there. So where you incarnated, the locations of your lost soul parts. Well, I'm finding these parts and I'm starting to feel them around me, but where are they located? Where did they get tripped up along our path as we went through different realms of ascension, descension, learning, growing, lessons, ego separation? Where did my astral twin go, right? So if we know where they are, then we're able to find them and bring them back into ourselves. So it also brings out in us prophetic dream space. So when you go to sleep and you have your dreams, those are magical happenings. There's insights, those are information. It's divine wisdom from source, from yourself. You are source as well too. And through that experience while you're dreaming, you can up the octave by working with the Ulta Major Chakra so that you can bring forth more expansive dreamscapes. Remembering your dreams more, getting worked on, channeling certain information bits to come your way so that you can have some new information to work with in your waking life. It's really fascinating stuff. Perhaps dreaming with other beings at the same time as well too. And why are they entering your dream? Having other souls talk to you through your dreams, send you messages, right? And all that stuff. Ulta Major Chakra works with the third eye, so it's working in conjunction with the third eye to then help enhance your psychic abilities, right? Feelings from the moon, feelings from the dreams, feelings from the third eye, sensations, psychic. It promotes elevated calmness. And it's the master zone for locating cord attachments. Do I have a cord attachment? Yeah. Well, I worked on that one in this lifetime. It's gone. Well, you may have more because there's other lifetimes. So that's a master for locating cord attachments. Cords that you need to cut. Flexible, dynamic thinking, right? Opening your mind, making your consciousness move to the next level so that it's more open, more flexible. That old term, think outside of the box. Yeah, think way outside of the box. And let's start to unravel those gateways as we move forward. Okay, so that's a bit about the Ulta Major Chakra, right? Okay, so then we have the Soma Chakra. I love this one. So this is ultraviolet color. It's in the magenta spectrum, and it's located just above the third eye. So we're talking about the hairline right here as well too, because your galactic cord goes inside of you and connects down into the earth, but it goes way out into the cosmos. So we're dealing with the hairline right here, and it is known as a healing nectar, a nectar of healing, a healing source, a place where you can go to, no different than somebody grabbing a crystal. And in some cases, people have other objects that aren't metaphysical, and they use them to be their transmuters, I'll call them. They're having an intense feeling, a situation occurs, and it's kind of like their go-to thing to like channel, pause, and then transmute whatever distortion, elevated frequencies, or overwhelming. Maybe they're stressed out, right? They're having some anxiety, or they're having a memory and it comes through. So then you use the object to do that. The Soma Chakra being a non-physical object as we know it in this kind of physicality, because all the chakras are energy vortices, right? And the more that we move up, the vibration starts to move faster and it gets even finer particulate, right? It accesses those higher dimensions. So it would make sense to have something that's not purely physical to then be an access point. So let's say you forgot your object at home. You couldn't bring that crystal with you to transmute. Oh, every time I think of, this person that passed away, that transmuted themselves on into another form and had another incarnation or entered the spirit realms, it's really affecting me. I don't know what to do. I need my crystal because it helps me. Well, go to the Soma Chakra, right? Meditate on it. Feel it. It's our connection to the angelic realms. So when we really start to have some first connections The crown chakra opens it up and allows the gateways to move through. But when we have a connection, a communication, right? That's where we're moving more in those directions. And then it's also a place of spiritual guidance. You're talking to your guides. You're having an experience where maybe you're, in some cases, people pray. However that looks to you. That version of connecting in. You're out with the nature spirits. And also humans in physical form too, because we are all part of that same spirit. When we have those out of ourselves, asking for assistance, talking to the Akashic records, spending time meditating or astral traveling to different home bases we've had, whatever it looks like, wanting information to come in from the galactic central sun, any way we find it, or, oh, I'm looking for this cool book, and then you start to manifest these things that you're putting out there. I need a book on creating abundance in my life, or self-love, right? Or the inner child, indigo children. It doesn't matter on the subject. You can use the Soma Chakra to access that wisdom and to bring in more spiritual guidance. It's also a co-creation source, right? You are co-creating with the universe instead of just me co-creating by myself. When you have the awareness that it's always been a duo effect, things just go to the next octave, okay? It's also a place of high vibe quantum time management. Now, when we get really metaphysical and super multidimensional, and we realize that we're super high octave cosmic beings, starseeds, earthlings, beings from other planets, multi-dimensions, multiverse, then you realize that time is all simultaneous. Every version of it is happening in the now, because all you have is your current now. So it helps you with quantum time management, trying to assimilate and integrate all of that going on as well too. It's also the chakra to work on if you want to decrease how quickly your body ages. I call them solar years of experience on Earth, going around the sun via Earth time. And it's one of many infinite ways to calculate time as well too. So there's that. It's a spiritual plane of existence first. It cleanses negativities, brings forth clear visionary abilities. So you want your visions, they start coming in with your third eye, but now you want them clear and expansive. So that's where you bring those in. So expanded consciousness activities, right? Okay. So then after that, we have the higher crown chakra. So you have your crown chakra, but then you have a higher crown chakra. And this is located about 2 inches above the crown. So we're just going a little bit above our heads, right? And it is the color magenta. And this is how the soul enters the body. Okay, I picked my birth chart and my astrology. You're in the spirit realm. Ooh, I like these parents. These would be a good combo. This is going to accelerate my growth, and I want to learn these lessons. I want to go on vacation here, and I want to have a vocation like this. What's going to give me the best possible avenue to make that happen? Higher crown chakra. Boom, the soul enters the body after picking all of those parameters, and then we animate, right? It's such a mystical experience. It's like we forget how wild and magical all this stuff is. It is the linkage point to spirit communications, okay? That's the link. And if that link is broken, then there's going to be difficulties in speaking with spirit. These are the divine mind. The higher crown chakra is the galactic mind, the interstellar mind. The mind that's not just looking at, well, I'm one being down here, or it's just a bunch of humans. It's the elevated one that sees the whole of the earth, that sees the whole of the universe, the whole of our solar systems, our galaxies, multiple galaxies uniting, the whole of all dimensions. It is the masculine, feminine, intellectual, and creative harmony of our mind, of our entire head, the synchronicity of those hemispheres unified, okay? It is a meditation powerhouse. Working with the higher crown chakra and meditating, if you're having great success with meditating and you've gone really far and you're wanting to take it to the next level, work with the higher crown chakra as well too. It is also a cosmic star portal, right? So cosmic star portal. So things that are happening in our star karma way off into reality, right? What planets have we been on? What's going on in the different parts of our 144 parts of our oversoul? I talked about 0 point field, or sorry, 0 point field is the next one, but I was talking about the next level of meditation powerhouse. Well, 0 point field, when you're at that next octave, you're in 0 point field. Everything's aligned. Every single cell in your body is accessed. It's buzzing, but it goes to the moments. Okay? You also then realize when you're working with your higher crown chakra that you are made of plasma, and it's ever-changing and ever-shifting. Unconditional love resides here. The higher self, your core star connection, core star, coming right out of the center of you. And it's your homeostasis with nature and natural law, as well as the potential for interspecies telepathy, as well as bilocating and being at peace with reality. Okay? So soul star chakra. This is the golden white. It is 6 inches above your head, the soul star. It lives in the catheric templates. You have your physical, and then just off a couple inches you have your etheric, and the farthest layer of your aura you have the ketheric, right? That's super metaphysical at that point. And that's at the 7th layer of your aura, and it's a linkage point to all of your subtle bodies. And all of your subtle bodies are all of the energetic bodies that I've ever talked about that fuse into your light body, from your higher self to your essence self, maiden, mother, crone, etheric double, astral twin. This is the galactic dimensions, right? As well as the higher energies can be grounded so that physical vibrations can be raised. We have to bring them in to then raise the physical vibrations so we can affect the collective and our inner verse as well, too. This is the Akashic Records. The Akashic Records on a cosmic level. It is the seat of our soul, inside of us and outside of us. This is all about information and transmutation and the assimilation of frequencies, shape-shifting. If you ever interact with a being who has shapeshift, you have shapeshift, or you meet one that takes it to another level, the soul star chakra is what gives beings the ability to potentially shapeshift. Some species, some beings, some star creatures, it's just natural into their makeup as well too. Next level, astral traveling. So you want to go even a bit deeper and a bit further, and you want to go further out. Whoa! I'm going to go on a long adventure today. I'm going to do an interstellar vision quest. Well, this is how you do it. You work with the soul star, and then you can travel further. Or when you do travel further and you didn't realize it, you're accessing the soul star. It's also the portal for psychic surgery. So when the guides come in, spirit guides, during an energetic session, if I'm doing treatments for people, quite frequently when needed, there will be psychic surgery come in, and on an etheric level, the same as how you visualize and how you can overlay that on top of your surroundings or have a memory pop up in a visual form. That psychic surgery is performed on the table. Okay? Then we have the stellar gateway chakra, and the stellar gateway chakra is gold, and it's 4 inches above the soul star, and it's at the outer shell, the 8th layer of the aura. This is for jumping dimensions, the multiverse, past 12-strand DNA complex. The realms of sacred geometry live here. The stellar gateway, this is your gateway to opening up the cosmos. It's a multidimensional doorway to other worlds, okay? This is the infinite prana, the universal life force energy, the morphogenetic fields, the other side of the veil, and it prevents an overload of cosmic influx and moves you at a rate that you can handle. Okay? It is the chakra of other planets, so it connects to those chakras that are on other planets, super consciousness, teleportation, and it links us to the 13th, 14th, and 15th dimensional matrix, as well as 5th dimensional living. Okay? Photonic light and Archangel Metatron is a guardian of this chakra, and you realize the micro and the macrocosm are united, as everything is a fractal integrated universe. Right, and I'm giving you guys the short version today. We have the higher Earth Star Chakra, which is below your feet. Okay, 1 foot below your feet. You've heard of the Earth Star? There's a deeper one. The Earth Star is just below your feet. This is jet black. This is connecting to the Earth etheric and astral fields of Earth. Tara and Gaia. Tara 5D, Gaia 7D, Earth 3D right now, and they're all pinned together. The database of Earth's incarnations, Inner Earth, Agartha, the connection portals, the cave of creation, where we are born when we come into form, sacred sites, crop circles, elementals, the David kingdom, animal spirit guides, interstellar grounding, the goddess, the divine mother templates, EMF protection, grounds all chakras, including the Galactic Cord, and it connects us into the human collective, the sacred elements, and you are field coupling with Earth, okay? So then we also have the Thymus Chakra. Got 2 left. And the Thymus Chakra is aqua. Your thymus here, right? It also works with pale pink because it's the higher octave of the heart. It goes to the higher heart realms to keep on working, right, as you go. And it's located at the thymus. It is the center of your elevated immunity. Instead of, I'm going to fight this, it's, I'm going to transmute this and turn it crystalline so that we can work with it regularly. It converts 5D energies, 5th dimensional energies, into smooth integrations, and it translates and transforms life force energies for use in your subtle bodies. It empowers loving communication, vitality and well-being, and compassionate for self and enhanced empathy and trauma releasing. Okay? Try tapping your thymus. Fist pump, finger tap. Do it a couple hundred times, a few times a day for multiple days, and you'll really get this thymus going. The last one is the palm and manifestation chakras. How we transfer a lot of our energies while working with people on tables. Reiki, multidimensional Reiki, universal life force energy comes out of our hands. It is healing. It is also, all of the colors come out of your palm and manifestation chakra. It is in the middle of the palm with a mini one on each of your fingers. It is a gateway to all other chakras, as it connects to all the chakras in your body. It sends and receives universal life force energy, as we mentioned, healing hands, and how our creations materialize. They host the ability to create anything, right? We use our hands to build so much. So much is done with our hands and speaking through our mouth, right? Singing, the creative source. As you can perform aura scanning with your hands. You have psychometry, which is reading into objects to get information. You can activate crystals, charge and cleanse objects, do mudras. You know, the mudras that people do. And this one as well, too. And then you can use Geomancy, which is cleansing of spaces, transcribing information on paper, spelling, charge up and repair the nervous system, heat or cooling the body, pass energy to our food, and use metaphysical tools, as well as sound healing instruments. So that's the short version of the higher frequency chakras. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming in today and being able to share these beautiful frequencies with you. I look forward to chatting with everyone soon, and may you have some fun experiences tapping into the magic and the wonders within. And once again, you can always find out all of my stuff, because I will have the link at the bottom of the video, and if you can join the Lionsgate, I'd love you to be there. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the Lionsgate and all of the elevated frequencies of the summer vibes. Take care, everyone.